Okay, let's do this, shall we? So the Timbercreek Cottonmouth. This came yesterday with the Mamba. I'll probably try and upload this video and the last video on the same night. There's no shooting of this bow at the end of this video because camera difficulties with not being able to stand up for that long anymore because I'm getting old and reasons. But yeah, I want to love this bow. I really do. I want to come out and I want to tell you this is absolutely worth buying. I want to tell you that definitely buy this bow before they stop making it, because the Cottonmouth 2 is coming out and they're probably gonna discontinue this line. I want to tell you that, but I think it would be a mistake. Now here's why. Okay, I mean, first, what I like about the bow, I like the general look. You know, it's not as nice as I think the original series was with the premium and the standard. I can't remember what the premium was made from, but I remember that the standard was techno wood, black and grey. It was a beautiful combination. The premium bow was a beautiful combination. And then they brought out this line. I'm pretty sure they did that after they decided that they weren't going to use bamboo as a core anymore. I don't think bamboo is the core of this bow. I don't know for sure, but I would be shocked if someone told me that there was actually bamboo in this bow, because it doesn't shoot like it has bamboo. It doesn't have that springiness. But overall, I mean, I like the look of it. I mean, I chose to get this bow because the Cottonmouth 2 is out now. It looks different. Cottonmouth 2 really looks like a number of bows you can buy on the market, and I think if you have that bow company, you should have a signature style, a signature, at least one bow in your series, at least one bow series in your whole lineup that is unmistakable. I mean, you can pick out a bear bow in a lineup. You can pick out a Hoyt bow in a lineup, a Win and Win bow in a lineup. And, you know, you should really be able to do that as well with Timbercreek. But with their new bows, I don't think you will be able to. I think it's sad, but it's just one of them. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe that's just me, but there you go. That's why I decided to get my hands on one of these. I'm trying to think of good things about this bow. It has a nice string. There we go. That's the best I can come up with. Wow. Yeah. Okay. If you are absolutely meticulous and perfect with your archery, this will hit the wings off of a fly. This will get you dead center every single time. This will perform to a high competition standard without question. However, it's not a bow you can just pick up. It's incredibly critical, and if you do even my most minutest thing wrong, it's like a grumpy old man. It will scream at you and it will make you question whether you actually want to be shooting this bow. Now I did have some good shots with it. I forced myself to shoot this bow for a couple of hours today. I did have some footage, but sadly that's gone really annoyingly. I'll try to get out in the next few days and do a shooting video, probably with the Mamba as well, not just the Cottonmouth. But yeah, I mean, I got some good shots. You know, when I slowed down, when I took a breath, when I got proper into it, when I did everything perfectly, when I was thinking, taking my time, some really good shots, really good shots. But at the same time, I've broken 2 or 3 arrows today. because I wanted to have a bit of fun with archery. Because archery is fun. It should be fun. That's why people do these things, for fun. But this isn't a bow you can just pick up and start shooting willy-nilly. It's a bow that demands you take things slowly, that demands you do things properly and correctly. And if you don't, it will punish you severely, as result by arrows. Yeah. Now, I'm not shooting at any real considerable range in my back garden. See the old videos, you see the setup I have. It's about 20-25 meters, but that's enough for this bow to scream at me and make me break arrows, because I wasn't giving it the full respect that it demands. Not that it deserves, that it demands. People keep, well, I kept hearing in the earlier days when the Cottonmouth first came out, and maybe this was just the original line, that the grip was something special, that everyone raved and ranted about the grip. And even I said when I was doing, I think when I did the Stalker review, that the grip is something special on a Cottonmouth, and I've never heard anyone badmouth it. Well, I mean, maybe it was, but this grip is pretty chunky. I mean, this grip is quite like the Panther grip, which isn't bad. I mean, like this, it's something I can get used to and feel comfortable shooting. But when I do shoot, there is a distinct hand shock. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing when it goes through the whole bow, when it's spread out. This seems very, very targeted. The hand shock seems to go just where my fingers are, just where my fingertips are, not necessarily the whole hand, which is an issue. I mean, it's an issue for me. I mean, I've had multiple surgeries on my hand. My grip isn't too fantastic, to be honest. So hand shock I can deal with to a degree, as much as I can deal with a cat who's very needy, demanding attention. But it's something that I'd have to have spread over. I couldn't have it just isolated to my fingers, which is what this seems to do. It seems to isolate just on the fingertips, which is where most of my problems come from. And probably the final point I'll get onto, because this video is going on for a long time and it is just me waffling. The draw. It's not a smooth draw. I mean, it's not jolted. It's not you get to some point and then it's suddenly stacking. It's a consistent draw. It's consistently not nice. Now, for whatever reason, I'm comparing this a lot to the Mamba, which is incredibly smooth draw. But then even when I think back to the Panther, that was a really smooth draw. Right, it wasn't Timbercreek limbs, but it was an incredibly smooth draw. The Stalker was an incredibly smooth draw. So I don't get why this bow is so difficult, and it is so difficult. I mean, as I said, I forced myself to shoot this bow for a few hours today, and I wasn't planning on shooting the Mamba today. But at the end of it, I had to. I had to pick up the Mamba to actually enjoy myself, to actually enjoy the archery of today. It's, I don't know, it's just, it's a grumpy old man. That's what this bow is. It is a grumpy old man. If you do everything absolutely perfect, this bow will unquestionably reward you. You will have fantastic, amazing shots. That is undeniable. I won't take anything away from the potential performance of this bow. But if you want to relax a bit, if you want fun shooting, not really competitive, if you just want to relax, if you just want to enjoy a nice afternoon, then this bow is just going to let you down, which is annoying because it seems to be the trademark of Timbercreek at the moment, and sadly with a few bow manufacturers at the moment, of just letting you down. I mean, the Mamba, beautiful bow, fantastic, definitely buy it. But the Cottonmouth, I mean, if you're thinking about it at this stage in the game, I personally can't recommend this bow. I don't know how much longer I'm going to have this bow. I'm certainly going to try and persist with it for a little bit longer, but I don't know. I can see myself putting it on eBay or on a Facebook selling site in a couple of months. So yeah, there you go. I wouldn't recommend the Cottonmouth unless you desperately want a bow that criticizes everything, or you are just a perfect archer. So yeah, you know, if you're perfect, absolutely go for it. But certainly for the rest of us mere mortals, spend the money elsewhere, especially considering the price. I mean, you can spend almost £200 on this, or you could spend £60 on the Mamba and actually have a fantastic day shooting with pretty good sets. So there you go. That's the happy tone I'm leaving this video on. What do you think of the bow? Would you buy it? We have our answer.